Thank you, Yoko. Thank you for coming here. So it's a hot and busy day. So today I would like to show and give information about the UTokyo FFP, the University of Tokyo's future faculty program. Let me introduce myself briefly. I'm Kayoko Kurita, and my affiliation is Center for Research and Development of Higher Education. So do you know this center? Thank you. So it's great. And my responsibility is, one main one is institutional-wide faculty development for this university. And then I'm a director of UTokyo Future Faculty Program. And my discipline is quality assurance in higher education, and especially faculty development. And my research current theme is effect of reflection in profession. And then one tool is teaching portfolio or academic portfolio. So I'm interested in how to disseminate these tools in Japan or in the world. And my background is educational psychology. So I graduated this university 12 or more years ago. And education psychology and statistics is my older major. And I used to work at quality assurance agency. So that's why I'm so interested in how to improve higher education in Japan. So that's why I'm here. And today's goal, I want to share. After this session, you might understand the course structure, goals and objectives, and design of UTokyo FFP. And also, you might recommend UTokyo FFP to your students. And also, hopefully, you might come up with good ideas to collaborate with our program. And here is agenda. So, introduction, then structure of UTokyo FFP, and then feature of UTokyo FFP I explained, and then conclusion and resource. By the way, I want to ask a question about higher education in Japan. And faculty development is mandated by law. Yes or no? Please raise your hand. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. No. Thank you. So it's yes. So in Japan, since 2008, every university have to have program for improve faculty's teaching or research or every capability. And this university, the University of Tokyo, had the policy. It was set in 2011. And please focus on the third one. It is the basis on the UTokyo future faculty program. Let me read. Promote pre-FD for graduate students and FD for young educators as a university-wide project. So this is a basis of our program. And then, so I want to introduce the structure of UTokyo Future Faculty Program. Have you ever seen this poster in Komaba campus recently? Raise your hands, please. No? No? Sadness. So when you get off the train and proceed to the Komaba gate, maybe in April, you can find this kind of poster. So at the end of this session, I want to show you the full version of poster. And this is a poster of Future Faculty Program. It was born in 2013, and it is a pre-FD program, an institutional-wide one. And this is only one institutional-wide program. And the University of Tokyo is responsible for the product. It is said by a vice president at the time. So product means graduate student, because our university provide many students to become professors. So we are big responsible for quality of professors. That's why the Future Faculty Program has been set this almost 6 years ago. And the objectives is learning practical knowledge and skills for teaching. So teaching-focused program. And networking beyond the discipline, because it's an institutional-wide program, so many participants come from various departments, so we can collaborate with each other in class. And goals: become a lifelong learner as an educator, because teachers are the most learning need. So that's why it's one of the big goals. And also acquiring a lifelong network and wide viewpoint beyond the discipline. So when we proceed to the graduate schools, our eyes or viewpoint are narrower. So that's why we want to make them wider. So that's why these are the objectives and goals of Future Faculty Program. And the duration is 1 semester. And class size is 25% students per class. And we provide 4 courses per year. And it has 8 days bi-weekly and 2 classes per 1 day. And last week, the 13th Future Faculty Program just finished. And they are waiting for the graduation ceremony in September. And the participants are graduate students, postdocs, and faculty and staff from every departments and centers. So if you want, you can come as a participant. And this is a structure of contents. And it is a metaphor. It's climbing a rock wall. This is a teacher, and this is a student. So teacher is climbing higher than a student. That's why teacher can help him. And how to help him? It's something. So this is a course, and it's wider here. So course consist of goals and objectives and evaluation. And inside the contents, there's many classes. So each class have goals and evaluation and some content. And day 1, we have 8-day classes. That's why day 1, the students give 1-minute introduction about their research. And our teacher provide higher education context and the basic foundation knowledge. And then day 2, there is active learning methods and class design they learn. And learning is, the motivation is very important to learn. That's why I teach about motivation from the psychological viewpoint. And third, the day 3, we learn evaluation. So making rubric and reliability and validity as the basic foundation of evaluation. And day 4, going through making the syllabus, they can learn course design, whole course design. And day 5, day 6 and 7, we have micro teaching sessions. That's why preparation of micro teaching session and a whole review session on day 5. And 6 and 7, there are micro teaching session. The participants give each 6-minute micro teaching session. And 8, the reflection time. So as a teacher, future teacher, they reflect on their teaching activity and research activity and how to, what kind of professors they want to become. So they are aware of their philosophy and value of their research. There are the whole content of the FFP program. And currently 13th, and the alumni, number of alumni is 561. And enrollment number, it's 100 people per year. And base average magnification is 1.49. So that's why 2 of 3 can participate in this course. And postdoc and faculty staff are 20%. So that's why the rest of 80% are graduate students. So they are mixed classes. And JSPS researcher rate is 30 to 60%. It is very important because we are researcher and also educator. So it's a high level. People come from every department. And then completion rate is 97%. And at the end of the course, we ask them some questionnaire. Satisfaction rate is 98%, are very satisfied. We are lucky to have this result. And this is one scene, several scenes of the classes. Please see it. It's only almost 1 minute. So it's sharing the class design sheet by pairs. And they experience on poster tour. So there are several posters on the wall. It's one scene of he's a teacher and he provides a micro teaching session. And it is a career path reflection. So on day 8, they create a structured academic portfolio chart and they share and they deepen their thought. These are several shots of the class. And project, there are many assignments we have. So there is performing 1-minute introduction and design classes, developing syllabus, and developing a rubric, micro teaching, and making structured academic portfolio chart. So especially, 1-minute introduction and micro teaching, video recording, so they can watch their attitude and their teaching style by themselves. And these are the structure of UTokyo FFP, and then I would like to share the feature of UTokyo FFP. There are 5 points to design the program. One is assure a safe environment for learning. And second is unlearning opportunity. And third one is in-depth structure and flexibility. And 4 is experience and evidence-based. And the last one is providing praise for sustainable learning. Let me explain each one by one. And assure a safe environment for learning. Our challenge is there are mixed class with students and professors, so they hesitate to say something or some feeling it's not so comfortable at the first session, that's why. And also fear to failure. So we want to deal with these challenges, and this is a solution we make. Number 1 is setting the ground rule. At first, on the day 1, I asked all participants how to call each other. So all are called by son. So for example, call me, my name is Kuritas, but not Kurita sensei, but Kurita-san, call me Kurita-san. So professor is called by Maru-Maru-san. So it makes a flat environment or atmosphere. And also 3K, it's in Japanese, kei wo motte. And it means with respect. And second one, kitannaku, it's do not hesitate. And 建設的に, constructively. So 3K is most important for discuss each other. So before the group work, I always say 3K, please remind 3K. And then the second bullet, the place of falling safely. So this is a very safe place. So please falling without hesitancy, without any hesitancy. And learning from failure. You can learn from failure. So everyone can learn from your failure. So that's why failure is a good chance to learn. So I always say to the participants. And also group work, my instruction is step by step, so they can feel safe and they don't have to feel failure or hesitancy. This is one point of the I always thinking this one. The second one is unlearn and challenge. So there are the participants are adult, so there are self-cognition bias they have. So and also they have many prior knowledges. So sometimes prior knowledge hinder the new learning. That's why I try to avoid or remove these things. So objectivity is one thing. So it's a videotaping, 1 minute research introduction, day 1. So when they watch their own form, they are very shocked. So and they prepare for new learn. And then mock class is also videotaped. That's why they can catch the feedback from others. So it's a very important things to learn new things. And questioning the root. So it's somo in Japanese. So there are learn and think over their prior knowledge, but I ask them, it is okay, is it all right? So then, questioning the root is important. So then, mutual feedback and feedback from the teacher can bring into their preparation, can bring into their mind. The number 3 is in-depth structure and flexibility. The challenge is time limitation. It is only 1 semester course, so it's a very time limit. So in-depth structure, course design, and class design, I always think how to improve the courses. And setting and sharing the goals and objectives are important for learners. So I always show at the starting of the session, I always show the goals and the objectives. And selecting appropriate tasks to the objective. And timekeeping is also important. But design is a design, so flexibility is also important. So when I feel the participant cannot understand freely, so I change the plan to make them understand. And number 4 is experience and evidence-based. Knowledge is insufficient. So we can learn by brain or by head, but it's not directly route to do something. So that's why experience is one of the important things, I think. Experience on various active learning methods like think, pair, share, peer instruction, and there are many active learning methods. They can understand, but they cannot do that because they cannot feel its effectiveness. That's why feel it's effective. It's important for doing or use these methods. And number 2, secondly, providing many opportunities for tasks like designing class, creating rubric, and so on. So think and do the new things. It's effective to learn. And also, evidence-based is important because there are many research on learning. So it's a science. Scientific method is also provided many everywhere. So that's why sharing research outcome about effectiveness on teaching. So they can get the complete knowledge evidence-based one. So experience and evidence-based is very important for this course. And then providing place for sustainable learning. So the course completion is not the goal. So we want the participant to become a lifelong learner. So that's why we want to provide some opportunity to learn, keeping learning. So fostering alumni networking, it's one of the big things. It's one feature of UTokyo FFP. For example, mini lecture program, it is a lecture opportunity to the library in our university or other universities. And also grant writing program and publish books. So this is the books which the many alumni write and then make an interview to their colleagues. So we published a book with alumni collaboration. And also we have had some special interest group. The title is, for example, career path thinking, or life planning, or how to improve the UTokyo FFP is one of the special interest group. Yeah, so we have had such fostering alumni networking we are doing now. In conclusion, so we have some website. So it's a sample page of UTokyo FD website. So it's many pages are written in Japanese, but there are some English pages. So please visit us. Here is a URL. And also, we also have an online resource. And after this session, the Nakazawa-san can give some lecture session about the Todai TV. The Todai TV has this content. So online FD program based on UTokyo FFP. So if you want to learn about teaching, please visit it. And this is the newest, so you can see the first time. This is a full version of the UTokyo FFP's poster. So maybe you can find on September in the front of the gate. So if you find this, it's a season of registration. You see. And question and comments, please visit us contact form or email me directly. Thank you.